everybody, and welcome to today's Ramrena tournament. Finally, we're getting it started. I'm your main caster today, Atro, and with me we have the well-known Heller. Hello.
Hi, how's it going? Thanks for joining us today.
Indeed. So we're going to be watching over the first match of Ramrena, looking over Antheia Enoki versus Hjönk Attacc. I think one of these teams, Hjönk Attacc, is part of the organization of Ramrena, so you people might have seen it before. It's a first for me. I'm definitely excited to see what's going to go down. What are you expecting, Heller? You've actually seen these teams play before.
I've only seen Hjönk Attacc play before. I've never seen Antheia play, so I'm really excited to see what Antheia are going to bring out. Obviously, it's the 8th and the 9th seed going against each other today, so it's going to be a really close match one, and I'm really excited. I do know that Hjönk Attacc, they have been busy pushing, and a lot of them have gained SR coming into this match. However, they do have 2 substitutions for today, so you never know what a substitution is going to be.
We're gonna have to be looking over at how the team composition is gonna be played at. We're gonna also have to ask the one that we're gonna be interviewing pre-match for Hjönk Attacc. What are they gonna do in terms of who are they actually substituting? Like, if it's gonna be a main tag or somebody that's on the roles of just watching over the team and actually calling out strats or anything, it's gonna be really bad if you don't have that cohesion from the start. So.
Yeah, the substitutions are on DPS and I think main support. And the main support substitutions only for the first map.
I see.
Suicide will be coming back for map 2. Yeah, I think that's pretty much sums up Hjönk Attacc as a team. They have got their in-game leader in Attacc still very much on the lineup.
Yeah, and I think Antheia as well, Enoki is going to be looking over pretty good as well, since they're so close in SR. They're going to be... I don't think they have any substitutions, do they? So they might have a bit of a better team composition, but we'll have to see as time goes on. I guess... Oh my god, I'm very sorry, everybody. I will say right now, my camera is absolute garbage. Don't worry about it. You're gonna have to see it often. Also, thank you everybody for coming. I am Pixels, yes. And do we have the people in the interview so we can actually go on over and check on each team out if we should?
Well, we'll be entering interviews in about 5 minutes. More about speculation, and one thing I can tell you is they have chosen Hjönk for a first map. Obviously,
Hjönk.
Antheia being that home team, that 8th seed opposed to that 9th seed did get the advantage of choosing that first map pick.
I see. So, again, with the current meta right now, Wrecking Ball is broken, Orisa is broken. I'm expecting to see both of these heroes on here on the tank lineup. DPS is always just going to be an Echo McCree. Like, this is just the meta right now, and you can go honestly for anything. But especially since this is Hjönk, we always see that Lucio, right? So, on Hjönk, I guess my expectations would be just a standard meta. I don't see anybody going too out of their comfort zones, especially in ranked ladder right now. This is what's been running, and in tournaments, I guess we'll have to see. I don't think you can provide us with any insight to at least Hjönk, who've been here before, to what they like playing, how they like playing aggressive passive.
It depends on the day. Depends what Attac's feeling on that main tank, but I know one thing: if the map allows you to play Brawl, they're gonna want to try and play Brawl. It's their most comfortable composition. They're very, very strong with that composition, and they're gonna come in with full force against Antheia on that Brawl competition. So taking the Hjönk, obviously Gardens, if they're good at that Orisa, if they're good at that ball, they're gonna have a little bit more space to be able to create off the back of that, and if they play it right, they should have an advantage over the Brawl composition.
I see. Okay, so if we're expecting a bit of a brawl coming out of Hjönk, I'm curious to what Antheia is gonna go. Are they gonna challenge it or are they not? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But seeing as this is kind of your first tournament going on over here that you're hosting, Heller, here on Ramrena, what are you expecting to see out of all your teams? Not only these two that are playing today, but like as a whole, all of your seats.
I have
How
no
excited are you?
I have no idea what to expect from this tournament. I moved to Arena 51, which is the organization that I'm from. The admins for today's game are from Ram 1, which fills up the game. In Orsio and Cheese going to be adminning the game, which is very, very kind of them. And it was them that approached me about the tournament. In the end, we used to play Platpack versus Ram 1 quite frequently, which is another organization team. So this got us to this point in making the tournament, and since moving in September to Overwatch, this is my first chance or first experience of not just organizing a tournament but also streaming one. So prior to that, I had done Clash Royale stuff, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, so this is a new experience for you. Hopefully you're gonna have fun here. Also, I want to address something for you players that are watching the stream right now. There is a 2-minute delay, but also you might be getting scared a bit watching over the seats, looking like, oh my god, wait, Plat team is sitting at 2.7 KSR, XL Knights as well. They're looking pretty strong. What do I do if I'm Gold Pack or somebody like that? But I guess we want to clear up that this whole SR build-up is just over the last 2 seasons. It's also over the whole teams. Their peak SRs per player can only be like 3k, right? So any team can really get up on this, even if you're Gold Pack, even if you're Exile Knights, even if you're somebody in between like Ram 1. I see any one of these teams kind of going at it. And we actually have a bracket as well that I don't believe we've shown, but we might show later down the line, where we're going to be seeing who's going to go up against who yet. And seeing as we're going on into round 1 with Antheia and Hjönk, it's going to be a lot of fun to see how this is going to progress. There's a lot of matches to go through.
Yeah, it does look like we are going to be ready for our interviews. So would you like to speak to Hjönk, or would you like to speak to Antheia first?
I guess let's take it from the top, seeing as here on the schedule we're seeing Antheia first. Let's go over and see what Antheia's going to do.
Alright, so we're going to speak to Madman from Antheia.
Yeah.
Hello, Madman. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Hello, hello. So, you are part of Antheia?
Yes.
What role are you filling up for them today?
I play main tank.
Oh, so you're the main tank. You're the one that's deciding their compositions in the end.
Yes.
So, what do you expect out of today?
We've been training a lot, especially for this tournament. I expect us to hopefully do very well. I've seen everyone be trying so hard in scrims when it comes to tactics and calls, and even off of scrims, I've been seeing everyone trying their hardest to climb, so I think we should do well.
And seeing as you're fighting Hjönk over here, you have a bit of info on them, not necessarily just from this server alone, but I think like if you just go around, you kind of tell what they like to play, and also from what we've spoken for now, they seem to be liking to play their roles. Yeah, what do you think you're gonna do against that?
Well, it depends on what map, because there's some maps where we could, because I feel like, because as you said, they've got subs and stuff today, they won't have as much synergy. And I think in some maps, like maybe if we play Watchpoint Gibraltar, we go double bubble, we can outplay them just on synergy alone, hopefully. Oh,
so you're just going to rely on your player's skill to actually just rush on over there and take them
hopefully
over.
That and all of our coordination, because we've been playing for quite a while together now.
I see. So, first map, Lijiang, what are your expectations? What do you think is going to go down?
I don't want to call it, because sometimes I don't want to jinx it, but hopefully we can just do well and come with the first map to kick the series off.
Being a bit humble over there. I see you. Yeah, I think it's gonna go great for both of you, actually. Both Antheia and Hjönk are so closely tied in, not only SR, but I think you've got a bit of an upper advantage, seeing as, again, 2 substitutes. But those 2 substitutes, one of them's a DPS, so that might not change up a lot. And if the main heal is actually gonna be doing their job correctly, you might find yourself in a tight spot. So we're gonna have to see about that.
Yeah, hopefully, I think, hopefully our DPS will pop off. Same with our main heal. They're all good players.
Yeah, I've got a quick question for you as well. Obviously, you picking Lijiang, you had that first map pick. Was there any sort of reason behind Lijiang, or is that just because on the C to OW scrim preset, it's always preset to Lijiang when you go in? And that's obviously the one you most practice.
No, it's I think through because we've been scrimming a lot this week. Most of our results that we've relied on, we do well in is Lijiang. As well as a number of them, but we're most confident when we play Lijiang as a group, and we just decided on that one.
Yeah. So obviously, the way the format goes, you're not going to have your coach whispering in your ear quite as often as you would do in a scrim. How do you feel you're going to cope with that sort of slight change?
I think because although it does help, obviously, when we have scrims and our coach helps us to stuff are going. I think we've progressed to a stage of we know what we're doing on each map, what we do to win the fight, what we do when we lose the fight, and how we can overall come out with the win no matter what happens.
So you've gotten up to that point where you feel like you don't need a coach to be in the back over there telling you, yeah, you have to switch this, you have to switch that. You feel like you can do it yourself?
I mean, sometimes it's always good. Say if I forget to make a call or something, it's always good to like tell me what I'm doing wrong, because you can always improve no matter what level you are. But I think as a team, we've got to a point where we all know our positions, we all know what we're doing, and how we could do it successfully.
Well, speaking of that as a team and kind of how you're going up and up and up in ladder as well as tournaments, who are you looking most forward to fighting here? Because we've got some names over here that are pretty big SR on paper, but we don't know yet. We haven't seen anyone play.
Well, I was watching some on this channel, Twitch channel the other day, some of the VODs, and I saw Fire 5-0, so I want to try and play them. Just to try and make a statement that we're not an 8th seed, we're more, you should treat us as a 1 seed.
Well, if you win today's match, you will be going up against that first seed, Exiled Knights. So you've got to be looking forward to that one as well, surely.
Yeah, I don't see it with this seeding thing. I don't see it as where we are. I see it as just another opponent. I don't care whether they're first, second, third, or even 12th. I just see them as an opponent that we need to beat.
Indeed. Okay, so you're going in with the right mentality. I really hope you can go up to your words and tell your team that can definitely do this and get in with big morale. Hopefully that's going to make or break the situation, but we'll see. Well then, is there anything else you would like to ask him, Heller?
No? Is there anything Madman would like to add before we say goodbye and pass on to Maddie?
Just good luck to everyone in the tournament, and hope you enjoy playing.
Thank you, Madman.
Cheers.
Okay then. Well, that was definitely nice of him to go in with such a positive outlook on the whole situation. He looks like he's ready to fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's they definitely had that winning mentality. And it's nice to see that they don't really see any team particularly better or worse than any others. But as Madman was saying, Fire did come on the channel playing a scrim a few days ago. I can't remember exactly who they were playing off the top of my head, but I do remember them getting the 5-0 sweep in the end. I think it was Pack they were playing against, actually.
So they might have some resentment over there. We'll see in the upcoming games. But I think, looking on over it, I think Antheia's going to have a good chance looking over at this, especially with Madman as their main tank. It seems like he's got the situation under control, let's put it that way.
Anyway, we've been talking a lot about the seeding and a lot about this bracket, and we haven't actually showed you what the bracket is yet. For those of you in the Ramrena Discord, of course, you would obviously see the beautiful bracket. However, we're just going to take a moment now to show you the bracket on stream so you can catch up with which game we're watching today and what things could happen in the future.
Right. So, there we are. As you can see, guys, up in the round 1, we're having Antheia Enoki versus Hjönk Attacc. Down there, you can see some more teams like Epic Squad, Palpunto, Ram 1, Goldpack. They're going to be fighting up to go into round 2. But there's a lot of teams that are already in round 2. Looking on over to how they got a bit of a startup before them, but in the end, that just means that the teams in the round one are just going to be playing more games. But the winner of this bracket, at least, is going to be going up against the first seed, Exile Knights. So they really have to pump themselves up, show their not show their best cards here, right? They have to keep some secrets as to pull out the ace against the first seed and be like, hey, I got you, right? So. Mm-hmm. It's not the end. Exactly. So it's just you might have a bad seed, you might find your like worst team off the bat, but that doesn't mean you're out of the tournament yet. Although I do think that 2 consecutive losses or maybe 3 result you into an out, right?
Yeah, and 2, you can only lose twice. It's a double elimination tournament. So if you lose one game, you've only got 1 more life. However, we're not doing the weird rematch grand finals or anything. It's just the winner of the winners bracket versus the winner of the losers bracket in a one game match. Otherwise, we might be here for a long time.
True that. Well then, as we're looking on over at the schedule, we've seen everything that's going to go down with the bracket as well. Let's actually check up on the next seat, on Hjönk Attacc, who's been sitting over there quietly.
Yeah,
let's see what they think of the whole match.
I'll just bring them in now.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Maddie.
Hello, Maddie.
Hi.
What you doing, Maddie? How are you feeling today?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Is your team also feeling as good as you are? Do you guys feel confident?
Oh, we're a bit nervous.
It'll be fine, I'm sure. As long as you're keeping a cool head and like looking over at your team and being like, yeah, we can definitely do this. I don't think you'll have any problems.
Yeah, I'm also nervous for the interview. What's happening right now?
Well, right now you are in the interview.
Oh, okay.
And we're kind of just trying to ask you a few questions, see how you guys are doing, your whole team and yourself, before the match.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us for the interview. And yes, it is a very nervous and nervy thing coming into an interview. Don't worry, everyone's had that in the beginning of their casting career. It's because coming into interviews they would have been nervous to start with. I know Attacc will probably relate to that.
Yeah, I definitely did. The first time I came up here, I didn't even know what to say. I was just sitting there waiting for my co-caster to say something to me. Yeah, guys, you got questions? Yeah, we got questions. Okay.
Okay.
So, what are you playing for your team, Maddie?
I'm playing flex support. I'm also the team captain and the team manager, if you will.
I see. So you kind of got everybody together tonight.
Maybe, hopefully. Let's see about that.
Well then, I guess, who are you looking most forward to playing against? Because we've asked Antheia beforehand as well, but if you looked over at your seedings, you might be seed number 8, but you've definitely got a big chance of coming up high on the tournament bracket.
Honestly, all we're hoping for is not to get rolled in the first match at this point.
Oh, come on. I don't think you will.
That's very kind of you. I hope so, but I can't say.
Are you perhaps feeling a bit nervous because you got 2 substitutes tonight?
We don't have 2 substitutes actually, cause Suicide will be here from the first match, which will be great.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a trial playing today, cause at the moment we're only 5 people.
I see. Heller?
Sorry, I'm just messaging the admins for a second. Can you just fill for a second?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure then. I guess. Well, Maddie, if you heard on the stream about what Antheia has been going on about, they're feeling pretty confident in themselves. They've picked Hjönk. What are you guys gonna do on Hjönk? What are you feeling like?
Oh, you want me to reveal our strats now?
Oh,
What
if you
it
don't
is.
want to, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, we're usually pretty solid on 2 out of 3 Hjönk maps.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
let's see how that goes. But by the way, should I turn on my camera?
I don't have time to set it up properly. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
Not today, not today. Maybe some
Okay.
other time.
Fair enough.
Okay then. Well, I guess that's about how much I wanted to ask you. If you have something to say, or say something to your team or about your team.
My team is a very nice team, and I love everyone in it.
Well, I really hope you do, because you're going to be playing with them for the whole of today. Well then, thank you for sticking around. If Heller doesn't have anything to ask you specifically, guess we can just move on. But he
Hi.
is kind of going on. But
Yeah. Okay. So I've sorted everything now. I've got the permissions working on the in the voice channels. I think that's what I was trying to set up there. But Maddie, this is the first tournament Hjönk Attacc played in, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. You are correct. This is our first tournament.
Alright, so biggest advice I can give you is your first tournament, if you go in there and you don't, as long as you play well, you made yourself proud. Okay, you've got no bar you got to get over. There's no obstacle that you have to get over or anything. It's just
no team is unbeatable. Trust me.
And exactly, no team is unbeatable. Just get out there, play the best you can. We're gonna have a really good, fun time watching this game. So.
There's no need to feel any pressure at all. We're not holding any biases towards anybody, and even if we were, you guys would get the most of it, because like your Hjönk Attacc, you've been here before. You're part of the org, right? So
Yes, we are.
exactly. I think a bit of overconfidence here would be nice from both teams.
Okay. Okay.
Get your wings out and start Hjönking.
Yeah, exactly. Make the Hjönkers
good.
proud.
Yes.
Well, then
Sorry.
we're excited.
It's
We're
alright.
excited.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
No problem at all.
Good luck on your games. Well, she was a bit nervous, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's a nervous experience going into a first tournament as well. Like a lot of these, as you can hear from Maddie, a lot of these teams haven't really played in a tournament before, and Hjönk themselves, they've newly founded team as well. I think they're not that old. Founded in 2021. That's sort of how young they are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but again, like I said before, no team is unbeatable. I think if they just play how they've been playing beforehand and just think of this is ladder. This is competitive. We're playing to the best of our abilities. We're going to try hard, right? I think that there isn't that many chances that they would lose. But that goes to both teams, right? So.
Well, they've beaten Plat Pack and Gold Pack in the past, so they've got something to look at. Like they can beat these teams. They've beaten them before. They just need to go and do it again in the tournament. So they definitely have the ability to do it. Right.
And as we're going to be watching on over, the more time passes, the more, at least, hopefully, the more confidence they're going to gain, right? But yeah. I guess that'll just have to go from player to player. Maybe Maddie was just a bit nervous because of the whole situation with the tryout as well. Last minute changes, getting Suicide back onto their team, right?
Yeah.
Okay then.
So I'm just making sure that their subs have the roles that they need.
Yeah. And as we're waiting on Heller to actually get on over with the admins and get everything, it's completely fine. This is the first stream of the tournament, so everything is still a bit under trials. We're gonna have to get everything underlined before we're gonna start all of this. But as we're looking on over here, again, it's Hjönk. What do you guys expect in chat? What do you think? What are your predictions for what's gonna happen, right? Because you guys, as are watching this on, don't really have any input, as to put it like that. And I don't think, not even as the casters, have any input. It's just going to be the players themselves playing to the best of their abilities. But to the current meta and how you guys have maybe seen some of these teams pass before, what do you guys expect? It'll be interesting to get the whole community's idea of these teams before they even fight, you know?
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to wait, obviously, for the 2-minute delay for responses to coming in. But as soon as they do, we will be responding as well. Don't worry about it.
Yes, we will.
Got
This
a lot
2-minute.
we got a lot of cheering in chat, though. It's good to see. A lot of cheers for both Hjönk and Antheia.
Indeed. Well, again, you come in with a team. You come with your community, right? You got your people to vote for you, to cheer you on, which both teams really need right now, right?
Speaking of, I will do a thing.
Do the thing.
I'll do the thing. If anyone's watched Legends of Korra, Julie, do the thing.
Yes. Also, Jeb in chat, you've redeemed your highlight. Yes, I was in the Watcher League. I was the owner of the Watcher League. I did the whole thing. I think Jeb was part of the Yoinkers, perhaps. I remember playing with him. He was a lot of fun. Well. Also, kind of looking on over as a side note, looking at patch notes, did those like April Fools patches and changes to like Sombra and Diva go through? Actually, I didn't catch up.
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Imagine.
It was a good thing though. I'm glad they did an April Fool's patch because it gave them the opportunity to like try loads of random like patches without anyone having a go at them.
Yeah, Diva's mech doing 250 damage on recall, just grabbing mech. That was just a lot of fun as we went in to the new April Fools. And also a very sad announcement that Papa Jeff isn't with us anymore.
I know that is the most tragic thing this year. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my word.
I cried many tears. I gave many tears to that announcement. I mean, again, Overwatch became such a big game because of the whole Jeff Kaplan meme, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's so much. Also, I just want to shout out Jono in chat with the sub with Prime. Thank you so much for the sub. Also, absolute stream of follows coming in today. So thank you so much for the support for the channel.
Yes, and you're going to be expecting much more in the upcoming month or few months, I guess, of this tournament just going on around, because there's going to be a lot of games. As we've seen in that bracket before. I guess the whole thing of going on over it, I guess team max was 2.8k and minimum. Do we have a minimum?
No, there's no minimum. No minimum. Anyone could join.
So anyone in a 2.8k team could have just joined. We've already done our brackets. Could have just joined and had fun with us. But,
Yeah.
I don't think there's necessarily an end prize besides bragging rights, of course.
Yeah, we elected to we did a poll in the community tournament, in the Discord, asking teams whether they would rather us record the commentary that we are doing now, and then uploading the VODs just to YouTube afterwards. Because obviously Overwatch League is going on right now, so to comply with their terms and conditions, the moment we introduce a prize pool, it becomes more than just an Overwatch stream, and you can't just stream a tournament at the same time as OWL, because, you know, fair enough to Blizzard, but that's why there's no prize pool. We left it up to the community to decide. They decided that they would rather have the Twitch streams without the prize pool.
I see. Well then, still at the end of it, both teams, any team that wins these are gonna have a lot of fun, and I think everybody's gonna have fun watching on over. So definitely stick around to that. Gonna be exciting to see. especially now, there's a whole lot of new teams, a semi-new community, I guess, like for the Ramrena. So everything's new, everything's exciting. We're gonna have to see who are gonna be our MVPs and all of that, right? That's kind of what I'm looking forward to. See who's gonna pop out the most.
Yeah, who's going to pop off the most? I mean, we're just waiting on one player from Hjönk Attacc to be ready in the Discord and on the obviously joining the lobby, and then we can get underway with our first map of Li Zhang. Do need to make sure that the game settings have changed. Obviously, maps have changed and everything, but I'm sure the admins are capable and will get that.
Are taking care of everything, yeah.
Get that everything ready. We're just waiting on their main tank in Attacc just to get into the Discord and the lobby.
Right, and I didn't get to ask when everybody was here, but do both the teams, I presume, have coaches, right?
Coaches, yeah. Hjönk Attacc have a substitute coach, as it were, for today. Their main coach unable to make it. Obviously, Mike, a big part of Arena 51, one of our community managers as well, coming in as the Hjönk captain, coming in, but
Ooh,
unfortunately not able to be there, and instead they do have a coach still available to join.
Well, I definitely think a coach is very important to a team. Past experiences as well, as I've seen in many other teams, like kind of falling on themselves, not knowing what to do next when they don't have a coach. So a coach, in my opinion, can really make or break a team.
Absolutely.
I've seen it many times in the past where just a new coach has gone two up on his SR, like picking up teams that are clearly way above his SR point where he can actually help them, and they're just helping themselves.
That's what you want from a coach.
Yeah, you need the coach to be in there and help you out and tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. But actually, that thing ended, and the predictions have come out. 69% have voted towards Hjönk to win this, which is very interesting.
Yeah, it's a good number as well. I mean, obviously,
Of course,
they're aiming for that 69%. You know, they want any more than that. Then. Does look like there's just with the fact that Hjönk have been streamed on the channel before, it's a familiar team. This is the first appearance for Antheia. Probably helps Hjönk a little bit there and sort of that support. But it's definitely great to see the support from Antheia coming out as well. So thank you to everyone joining us today.
Indeed, and excuse me, I think we've got most of the players in right now. We're just waiting on everybody to do their settings. I think we can run a bit of a break until we actually get everything set up, and then we'll come back to you guys in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll take a very quick break before we start, but will not be too long, I promise.
Yes. So you guys stick around, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. Our short break has been indeed short, and we finished it. We got everybody in line, and I think everybody's ready. We're just waiting to go in game. Again, just a quick recap. We're fighting on Hjönk Tower. First match of Ramrena. Things are gonna get exciting. So, as Heller is doing his admin stuff over there, being a lot really concentrated, I guess we're just gonna have to be waiting on. You guys are giving a lot of love to Hjönk, who are currently getting a motivational speech from their coach, I think.
Oh, we're ready. We're finally
We're
ready.
ready.
We're entering map number 1. We're only 10 minutes late. Sorry about that. But we are getting there.
Are you guys ready for the first match of Ramrena? Let's see what's gonna go down. Well. Okay, Heller, do you think you can do a quick round out of the whole of all the teams and kind of? Oh, already? Starting out great.
Oh no, it's
I guess this is still a good start because we can take a bit of a pause, take everything in, and go over the Overwatch crashed. We can go over the whole teams and kind of get through all the players, right? Do we even know who plays what, or do we just have to wait until they actually pick?
I'm assuming they've been rolled out. It does look like it, but judging by Hjönk Attacc's lineup, they're all as they are tanks, then DPS, then supports, reading left to right. And I'm assuming Madman as well, obviously, is the main tank and is in that first position. So I'm assuming that they have been correctly sorted. So we should know what roles they're on. I don't know what heroes they're going to be taking up. It does look like though the reconnection has happened, and we are
Right, but that's their first pause, right? They only get 2 more.
Yeah, technically speaking, they only get 2 more. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be absolutely harsh to the letter, yeah.
I guess. Right.
That's the only way to treat rules. You have to take them as they are written and do exactly what they're written. Otherwise, you end up with treating teams differently, and that's when things become unfair. Because if the rules are the same for everyone, you might not like the rules, but that doesn't mean they're unfair because you're treating everyone with the same.
Exactly. Well, let's do a bit of quick fire here, looking over all the players, see if we can actually pronounce all their names. Onto the side of Antheia, who do we have?
Madman, Darkvox, Denny, Tobia, Frenzy, and Pelgrim.
And onto the side of Hjönk, we have Attacc, Estatica, Gamertrock, Second Nipple, Suicide, and Maddie. Okay, and looking over at team composition, I think you are right on the spot when you said that they really like their brawl. Both teams running that Reinhardt. Off tank is a bit interesting coming on from Hjönk going for the D.Va instead of the Zarya. Also, the mirror Symmetra over here is going to be interesting to see how they're going to go down. But the Pharah pick actually from Gamertrock. Oh, already we're getting another pause. I guess this is just another opportunity for Heller to go through the metas.
This time it's a DC from...
Batman, yeah.
Oh, it's a DC from Antheia.
Yeah.
This time. So both teams now down to 2 pauses. And we haven't even started the first fight yet. So it's
Look,
going
guys,
well.
It's not scuffed. It's okay. This is how it usually goes. It's okay.
This is just Overwatch League, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We're completely following Overwatch League down to a T. But while we have the time, can you run us through the team compositions and give your opinion on it?
Well, I did notice straight off the bat both picking the sim. I didn't see whether Antheia placed the teleporter for movement. It doesn't look like they have, and it doesn't look like Hjönk have either. So I'm expecting both teams to be saving that to teleport to window, then go straight onto point that way, as opposed to worry about boot potential. But when they get there, when they get onto point with that Mei coming in from Antheia, they're going to have a much bigger advantage on that enclosed space. Gamertalk and Suicide are going to have to sort of try and get a bit of poke damage through. But aren't quite gonna get as much value once everyone is all inside that tower.
Yeah, exactly. As I was gonna say, the pharmacy pick over here really doesn't go up with the Symmetra mirror here, right? Because you're gonna be fighting in close quarters, and that's just not gonna go as well as you plan it to be. But Frenzy actually taking on the Lucio instead of Suicide, who went on the Mercy to support his Pharah. The Lucio pick here might be smart, might it not. It doesn't have that much burst healing, but it has sustain, right? So, oh, we're getting a restart actually, so both teams are pretty fair. But we basically know what they're going to be running.
Oh, but we're obviously going to end up with a different starting point. We're actually going to start on Control Center now by the looks of it.
Yeah.
But I think with both teams getting a DC, I think no one's going to be complaining at them resetting the map.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, again, now we're on the Control Center here. They're not going to be able to really run that pharmacy anymore, are they?
No, we're probably going to see something different coming out now. And the other thing these two teams need to get used to is obviously when they're playing scrims, they get that bit more time to think about what they're picking. But this is comp rule set. They don't have that time. They can't just add 5 minutes to the clock and work things out. They have 30 seconds to choose what they're going to run and then run it.
Yeah, and it seems like they're choosing some pretty solid stuff. Both the teams mirroring that Junkrat, and it looks like Hjönk have decided to stick on with that Symmetra. Let's see if that's gonna work to their advantage. Although there is a mirror onto the support lineup, so that might be the same sustain. It's just gonna go down to how aggressive is Dark Fox gonna get, right? I know already the first fight's going on to the left side. Symmetra's putting down her turret, and it seems like everything's just going down. Madman and Toby already getting taken out, and it seems like it's 6v2. Oh my god. Hjönk just went on and rolled through them.
Yeah, that was a beautiful engage by Hjönk. The Junkrat spam from Gamertalk really just getting the damage in. And you know, they just played that well. They just spared boost right into them, and they just played super aggressively.
Why was Maddie so afraid of this game? They're rolling straight off the bat. I mean, the Junkrat in the back, as you said, did a lot of work. It broke instantly Madman's shield, which got them into a lot of work. And it seems like they're just poking on through there. Madman getting in on through. It seems like the Symmetra turrets are giving him some trouble as he's getting taken down by it. And will he find? Yes, Gamertalk finds Frenzy with a kill onto the tire. Then he getting taken out as well. And it seems like they're holding out its spawn. Oh my god, this is murder. This is looking pretty bleak right now.
Yeah, it's looking like a struggle for Antheia. Maybe they need to consider making the rotation here, but Hjönk actually going to give them space here. We ought to get them in through choke.
Oh, but that's so smart, right? Because they're waiting on whoever died there, which was Talk, right? Gamertalk died over there, so they can't really do much without their damage. And both of the immortality fields go out, both of the windows, excuse me, go out from the Baptiste. And it seems like Attacc just doesn't have a care in their world. He's just running on over through them, getting 3 kills. Damn, Hjönk are just rolling on through them.
Hjönk have definitely woken up the right side of the bed this morning. Oh my word, they are ready, they are roaring. Normally they have first map jitters, but this is something else.
Right? I think right now Antheia is running that first map jitters, but the Symmetra is playing so aggressively, and the hammer down on and over from Attacc doesn't get anyone, but he gets stuck in the back over there. He goes back to his team, and already Pelgrim's immortality field goes out. It seems like the beat goes out all the way from Suicide. Maybe a bit early, we don't know why. Actually, that beat actually just saved Attacc from the tire. It seems like both the teams are going back and kind of regrouping before the next push goes on. It seems like they're going to take it from the left side, as Gamertalk is just pushing on over there, but the Junkrat at the back wants to find some kills, doesn't manage to, and the fight's still on there. The hammer down again, doesn't find anyone, but Dart goes down with his Baptiste. It seems like everybody's just in the corner and they're trying to get out. The charge onto actually triggers overtime from Madman. Oh, and he gets down the beat quite a bit late, excuse me. It's a 5v2 on the point. It seems like it's very bleak. Oh, but the window goes out from the Baptiste. Can't really do much. He's fighting the 2v1 with the Lucio and the Junkrat. And another hammer down coming on over from Attacc, who gets taken out by the Wrecking Ball. And this is just a straight up roll onto the point. It's triggering overtime, and it seems like it flipped on over for Antheia. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Hjönk Attacc, they lost a couple late in that fight, and the ball coming in from Dark Fox coming in, just to be able to spin to win. just to keep point presence up, and they just got the kills they needed to be able to flip the point. And Hjönk doing the smart thing, just coming back and regrouping for one more fight. That's all they need.
Yeah, and it seems like they're looking for that first pick. Tobia falling really low HP. Will they manage to find anything here as they're just poking each other out? Fire strikes going out, just farming those ultimates. How many ultimates are we looking at from both teams? That doesn't matter because Tobia already found the first pick onto Maddie, which is huge because she had her ultimate up. So now everybody from Hjönk is just gonna go back and regroup because that's really important. As Denny just gets the pick onto Gamer. Oh, that's a big.
That was a really nice move from Madman and Denny there, just to making sure that they get that exit kill onto Gamertalk. It's just going to delay Hjönk Attacc getting ready just a little bit longer, and every second counts on control.
Exactly, as they're running on over to that 99 Antheia, no, they're gonna lose a fight. They lost this point, right? So it's very important to what they do next, and already the Symmetra ult goes out. As Dark just goes in, farms a bit of an ultimate, and the fire in the hole goes out from the Junkrat. Rush is told to counter it, and it seems like we won't find anyone. Another sound barrier to change that. Dive bomb goes in as well, and the charge onto the Adzap. Is he gonna get killed? No, he isn't yet. A lot of ultimates being pressed right now, but nothing is actually happening. No one went down yet, but I spoke too soon because Maddie went down, and a huge hammer down coming on over from Madman. Darkfall's taking out 2 of their players, and it seems like another good push, good hold coming in from Antheia.
Yeah, Hjönk Attacc just unlucky there. That massive minefield coming in from Darkvox just gonna seal the deal. Adds up coming in on the ball now.
Right, they're just holding on to the overtime, just trying to get their whole team onto here. But Tobia is just going berserk, getting 2 kills over here and trying to get the Wrecking Ball out of there. He manages to do it. There's only 2 people from Honk onto the point, and I don't think they can really hold. Oh, but this is so close. It looks like Attacc can't hold that anymore by himself as well, and that's it. First point goes over to Antheia with a reverse sweep. Wow.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. After that first couple of fights from Hjönk, getting that early hold on the choke, I was not expecting them to be able to for Antheia to come back and win that point. They just looked in a different league, but I don't know, they turned their monitors on or something, because they showed up for that final fight.
Tobia said it perfectly. They had us in the first half, not gonna lie. That first half of the round, it was looking like Hjönk were just dominating, right? They played it so perfectly, just holding down there. And I think their mistake was playing 2 way in the back, and the retake was just impossible on from there. But let's see what's gonna go down in this map. We are seeing both the Symmetra mirror again, and that Pharmacy is coming out just as it went on first. Already both teams are on point, and it seems like the brawl is already happening. The damage coming in from the far onto the left is very nice over there, but both the immortality kills go down. Frenzy kills second info, but Gamertalk actually finds a double kill. Adds up as well. Oh my god, Gamertalk with a quadra. That's insane for his team right here.
Yeah, and we were talking about the Pharmacy versus this composition when they first ended up on this point, but Gamertalk just proved us completely wrong. Obviously, without having the hit scan to sort of counter the Pharah, it doesn't matter if you get onto point. If that Pharah gets like through those windows, gets value through those windows, you get so much splash damage off that.
Yeah, he got a whole 5 kills on the rendering. That's huge because he's almost having his barrage up, right? And that's gonna be a problem. Even though Denny switched on over to the McCree, the fight's already happening onto the point, and it seems like Tobia is pushing in by himself, taking out some of the sim turns. Not enough though, as the Madman is just going in, doesn't give 2 dams. Hammer down gets blocked by Madman as Adzap just tries to hit it. He gets blocked by Maywell, but he gets to get out. Adzap gets taken out. Pelgrim as well with the trade. It seems like, oh wait, Madman waited a bit too much by himself. Not enough sustain as second nipple just charging in that laser, getting 3 kills, no, 4 kills. Whew. Hjönk are definitely pulling this out of the bag as well. Let's just hope it's not like the last point, and they're gonna get reverse sweeps again.
Yeah, I mean the sim with that energy, you know, if the sim gets that much energy, like that is a scary beam. Referred to as the microwave for a reason. It just burns through targets, and that's exactly what happened there.
Right, but let's look at ult economy as well here, right? A bit.
I mean, we've got pretty much 5 ults coming in for Hjönk, and they're going to invest Both teams investing window early.
but
Gamertalk.
so many ults are going in already as both of the windows gets a huge fire strike going in there, getting 2 people adds up onto Pelgrim and Denny. It seems like they just have to go back. What happened there? Everything happened so fast.
I couldn't keep up, honestly. I think they just pressed Q at the ults they did have, and they managed to get the fight winner. It doesn't look like Antheia might not be able to touch this.
Yeah, but that was a very nice early pick, so no sound, no speed boost right now. Onto 99, and oh, that counter charge actually blocked Madman from touching the point and triggering overtime. That was really well played by Attacc.
Yeah, beautiful play by Attacc, and that's gonna tie the map up 1-1. Oh my word! This is exactly what we wanted for our first game.
Exactly, it's very close, and you never know who's gonna win this, because both teams are playing this so well. But again, as the rounds go on, they kind of figure each other out, and it seems like, oh, they're kind of radically switching their tank lineup, at least Antheia, going for that Orisa. What do you think?
I think they don't have or they fear that they don't have the sort of confident hit scan player. They had the McCree against the Pharah, but I think that just having that Orisa is just going to help protect from the Pharah.
Already, both teams onto the point. A lot of abilities being used. Frenzy takes out that immortality field, and Toby already goes down. First pick of the game. Adds up as well. Finds himself getting taken out with Maddie. Looks like the tanks are just backed up into a corner as the whole team of Antheia are just trying to get themselves out of the situation, but they don't manage to. The DPS just go insane. Again, second nipple on that Symmetra is absolutely destroying with the charge.
Yeah, but they're running a double barrier competition to a close fight against the Brawl with the Symmetra. I mean, the Symmetra's just gonna burn through shields. They need something else. They need that. I would even pick the Zarya here just to sort of counter the Symmetra.
Oh, but they're going in again. Antheia are not giving up here. Even though that was a great wall, they decided to take it back down, and it seems like nobody has been taken out yet. Madman actually has been taken out, but with a good trade to second nipple Frenzy as well. Not enough sustain, not gonna hold down for Antheia very much as Pelgrim gets taken out as well. Then he tries to get out, but doesn't manage to, as Gamertalk this time finds himself 3 kills. Oh, the DPS onto the side of Hjönk are just demolishing.
It's honestly, they just have woken up today on the right side of the bed. Gamertalk is a tryout for Hjönk Attacc. You know, it's not their like initial player that they signed up to this tournament with, but
he's pulling his weight.
Definitely pulling their weight.
Oh, and the nice pull and the window going on over there from Pelgrim. It doesn't seem like it does much as the sound barrier goes on through. There's a lot of ultimates to look to. They're just poking each other out as the hammer out goes down. It is huge. It's flying the whole team. And that's the play of the game, definitely. Oh my god, adds up.
I'm
what
so
are you
glad
made
I was
of?
spectating adds up for that. That was insane.
Did he catch like pixel perfect when Madman took down his shield?
It looked like it from here.
Oh my god. I mean, he's already back to 20%. This is gonna be a last fight potential over here as the Blizzard goes out onto the point. It's huge, but the bomb as well is prepared. It doesn't find anyone. It's a double bubble. It's a double shield comp with Tobia going in insane, getting out 2 picks, 3 picks actually with the help of Denny. And since like Hjönk has finally lost this point after a 99 lead. Yeah, there you go. Get in. Wait a minute.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that.
Wait a minute.
This isn't over just yet.
Wait a minute. What happened here? What happened here? Gamertalk, second nipple. What are you guys? Are you sure they're only plat?
I have seen their career profiles, both of them. They are plat. And these are their main accounts as well.
Oh my god. I cannot believe that. They just popped off.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was speaking to Maddie the other day, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, right. You know, you've got these tryouts. She's like, oh yeah, don't worry, we'll get dropped into losers bracket and then have a losers bracket run. And they're not thinking about that now. They're like, let's go. We wanna go for it. They wanted a rematch versus Platpack, and if they lose and Platpack lose their first game, then they could meet them in the losers bracket.
Well,
But
it's looking very good for them right now because their first map just went on for them, and it wasn't even their pick, right?
no, it wasn't.
No.
Li Jiang wasn't a pick. But when with Arena 51 gaming teams, they play a lot of Li Jiang. Like it's one of their strongest map picks to pick. So it was gonna be good for them. Of course, Antheia weren't to know that, and they just played what they're almost comfortable with. And you know, we saw really good, strong performance from Antheia as well, especially on that first point where they got the flip. So I do not think that this is going to be a 3-0 sweep in any way, shape or form as we go on.
Yeah, but like sadly you've passed on by Adzup's play of the game, which is absolutely huge. But Gamer Talk, second nipple as well, amazing DPS coming on from Hjönk. Estatica as well was pretty decent off tank. Haven't seen much of him, but his bombs actually made the fight start. And kind of broke all the double barrier that they had going on Antheia there. And also from their support lineup, they had pretty good sustain. I don't think I've seen the tanks struggle too much, right? But onto the side of Antheia. Our MVPs, at least in my eyes, it was a bit of a combo between Dark and Pelgrim, really. Dark being there on the off tank doing so much damage, and Pelgrim just with a sustain. I think he had somewhere around 4 to 5 windows up as Baptiste for the whole of those 3 points. Right?
I think that just goes down to how much damage Hjönk Attacc were putting in from that damage line, though. That amount of healing that had to come down from Pelgrim just allowed them to charge up that ultimate as fast as they did. I mean, it is a fast charging ultimate anyway. You know, when you got a main tank like Madman going in there, getting a lot of damage, you just got to pump right clicks right into the back of that main tank, otherwise going down.
Right. In my opinion, I think Frenzy could have switched off that Lucio. That wasn't really doing much to them. Maybe a Zenyatta for a bit more damage output and Poke perhaps for that Transcendence as well. They were holding up the Zarya. Or maybe even a Moira. That might have changed the tides a bit.
Personally, I think it was their tank line choices that really made the difference.
Well, Madman was playing a pretty decent Reinhardt, but
it was the off tank. It was, you know, Hjönk Attacc running Estatica on the D.Va. Estatica, very, very strong D.Va, and was making it work against the Symmetra of that, you know, that beam damage hero that we saw Tobiah on.
Right.
Normally, like when you're going against beam damage sort of heroes, especially like Hjönk. I mean, with Hjönk, D.Va's good, but against the Sim and the Mei, you more want the Zarya. That's going to give you so much more utilization to be able to sort of absorb some of that damage a lot better than you are with the D.Va. And I think instead of going for the Orisa switch, because they obviously realized that it wasn't quite working, they should have gone with Zarya. And stuck
right,
with it.
Indeed they should have, but like right now we're seeing a new map. We're seeing Hanamura over here, and both teams, seeing as they've played really competently, both of them into Li Jiang, I think Hanamura is going to be a lot more fun experience because it's just way more open, right? You have that potential onto the first point to kind of choke it out, hold it out onto the first choke. If they get past that, you have to play the point. If you get even a Symmetra on the TP back, if you're on the defensive side, you have a bit of an advantage, right? But it's going to come down to what DPS decide to play here. Poke is going to be everything in Hanamura, I think. Or shield break, you never know.
It's going to be the difference. Poke. Poke. Definitely Poke. I mean, they're not running Poke though.
No, they aren't, and it seems like Second Nipple's background. He has Sim OTP, because he's playing it amazingly so far. And it seems like he's going to be picking it up right here as well. Gamer Talk still on his McCree, which was very nice. Then he actually decided to switch on over to a McCree as well, fearing a Far Mercy perhaps.
Well, we're seeing Hjönk Attacc having this Symmetra on attack. Now, where are they going to put the TP?
Probably on point, don't you think? But I just want to point out the fact that we're seeing basically a mirror of both teams, just off DPS being switched up, Second Nipple and Tobia, going for their respective attack and offense and defense. It seems like already Hjönk are just waiting to put that TP up there onto Estatica. No, not onto Estatica, excuse me, onto Dark. Just playing the D.Va. It seems like Frenzy's trying to find a boot, but he doesn't really manage. He's out from his team. He could get picked off so easily here. But he doesn't, and he goes back, actually. The high ground is held up right here, and Second Nipple is just outbursting so much damage with his beam, taking down that shield. The fight's already taken onto the point, and a good wall taking out Attacc. Good communication over there from Toby and Madman. Seems that he went down to 1 HP as well, and he's waiting to be healed as the whole Hjönk are getting cleaned up and kind of having to retreat.
Yeah, and that's where you're going to see the advantage of the Mei. And, you know, that was a nice, like, different TP placement there. Very, very unique placement. And I don't think they were quite ready for it, Antheia, but they had time to sort of adjust to it. And well, as soon as they did, they had that Mei wall to be able to Mei wall off choke, which just gave them the fight win just off that Mei wall.
Right, they did. And it seems like we're going to be also looking forward to some ultimates coming up here in the next fight. So that's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do, but they're still holding on to the Symmetra, so the point, the TP actually goes onto the high ground, onto Pilgrim. Will they get a pick? Yes, they do, actually. It's on Madman. Pilgrim goes down as well, as Second Nipple gets traded out. That's okay, because his TP has already been used. They're onto the fight of it. And it seems like Frenzy is outputting so much damage, as then he takes out Attacc, and Frenzy gets taken out as a trade. Again, there's so many trades going on, but only DPS on point. It's not looking good for Antheia anymore, as Hjönk just decided to roll on through. There you go, clean up as well, coming in from the Lucio. Both Lucios are playing so aggressively. What do you think of the fight, Heller? Did you even... were you even able to catch all of it?
I tried. It's happened so fast, I don't even know what happened. Like, I saw the TP up to high ground, I saw them drop down. Again,
oh, another fight
wall.
is happening! As Attacc and Gamertalk just get walled out and just get killed. Maddie as well, finally, Hjönk are getting taken out a bit, as they have decided to reset. And good for Antheia, they only used 2 ultimates there and they won an important fight here. But...
5 ults for Hjönk coming online though.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be looking for something. I think they're going to be looking for something special with the potentially with the TP bomb, or maybe a shatter bomb or something. I don't know, but they could be trying something. It looks like they're going to use the TP actually to go left side.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay, and it seems like another fight is going on. Onto the point. What ultimate has been used? Attacc apparently. Oh, and the barrage actually saved his whole team. Suicide. Good job doing that. The fight's still going on to the point, and the picks are going left and right. Madman getting taken out. Dark as well, but the high noon from Danny actually gets blocked over there by Statica, and as the bomb goes on through, doesn't get anyone from Dark.
Yeah, it's a really strong initiation and a strong fight there. They used ult early. They commanded the fight from the start. They had
but
the
it's not ended yet. High noon goes down from Gamertalk, who finds Tobia. Tobia gets the trade onto Attacc as say. And oh, a good hammer down, actually taking down a Second Nipple, but it doesn't kill him. Another bomb goes through with no shield, actually finds Pilgrim. Statica is able to hold this down. Oh, there's so much going on right here. It seems like Hjönk is struggling to just keep on this lead, as Frenzy's just holding down the point. Madman again charging in, trying to hold down the point. But it's still taking down as Danny came back as a tracer. It seems like Dark as well with the Wrecking Ball pick. Hammer down coming on over for Attacc, doesn't find anyone. It's just going on and on and on as Tobia finally gets a pick onto the side of Hjönk, but it's not enough. It's definitely not enough.
It's definitely not enough. They're trying to stagger this, and the stagger is insane, but that's all they're doing right now. Winston coming in here from Madman. Darkvox on the ball coming in as well. They're literally just staggering one after another, trying to get as much time down as possible off that clock.
They are indeed, but it doesn't seem like they have much time to go down, because 2 minutes and 12 isn't really a bad time.
Oh my word, what is this sound? I'm so sorry.
What's up? What happened?
When the round ended, it just got stuck on the capture sound.
Ah, I see. Well, as the teams are changing on, it's gonna be interesting to see what Hjönk are gonna do next. If they get a good defense in here, and maybe play a bit aggressively beyond the choke, they might have a chance of not even letting Antheia take the first point. But I think Antheia are gonna get to the point where they're gonna have to like sober up a bit and decide they need to change something up. But it looks like that's not the case yet.
Yeah,
as they're playing the same team.
And you can see, like, they've just mirrored comps.
Exactly.
Just flopped over. This time it is going to be Hjönk Attacc taking that Mei for that defensive utility, and meanwhile it's going to be Antheia taking the Symmetra to try and get a bit of offensive utility. That teleporter through onto point or high ground. There's so many places they could put it that even if you know the sim is coming, you still have no idea where that TP is going.
Yeah, indeed, and it seems like Denny switched on over to the Symmetra as Tobias taken with his Mei, which has seemed to be working out for him. They decided to trade out the McCree for the Symmetra. Let's see, hopefully they don't regret it, Antheia. They're not gonna have that much damage going outputted, but they've worked with this before, and it seems like they're gonna work as the TP goes on to the point. A good Mei wall as well. It seems like, oh no, Batman got cornered away from his team, but the trade onto Attacc just is perfect for that, as Frenzy wins the duel onto the Lucios. But he's the only support left on there, but Hjönk, no, Hjönk, you only have Gamer Talk and your Baptiste going on there, as Denny's just left clicking away, doing so much damage. But is it enough? Nobody's focusing Gamer Talk, and I should have shut my mouth because Tobia just decided to snipe him. And the nice wall coming out from Tobia, blocking the enemy team.
They are going to recontest this though.
They are indeed, but oh, the beautiful charge onto second nipple, Madman. He got angry because Frenzy died, but it seems like his Attacc whole team. Oh, Attacc used his Air Shatter and he got killed in the middle of it, so he lost it. With a good swing from Madman, it seems like there's just a all-out brawl going on. It doesn't seem like Hjönk are gonna have many chances to retake this. Yeah, I think that's basically it for first point.
They're just staggering on again, but some huge plays coming in from Antheia, but some again on the flip side from Gamer Talk as well, nearly flipping that 1-on-3 or something. At the end of that fight, Gamer Talk just came alive there.
He did indeed, but let's see if he continues that streak here, because a hard fight is going to go down to the right side of the map here. Window goes out and a good fire strike as well, but the blizzard actually is huge. Gets two people and D-Mex Dark Fox. Pilgrim as well, no immortality here anymore. No picks yet, but that mech is gonna do a lot of damage later on when he gets it back.
We're just seeing Madman's shield get melted from the damage.
Indeed, let's just hope he doesn't get melted himself as they switch on over. Gamer Truck standing up onto the high ground. But actually, a lot of ultimates being pressed right here. Pioneering might be the most important one over. Yes, it gets Pilgrim, but Attacc is already taken down, and no shield right now. Madman gets taken out as he's trying to swing on over at somebody that was protected by the sound barrier. Second nipple as well. Again, it's just ultimate watch. You have them, why not just use them when you're going all out, right? But it seems like it isn't going to work out for Antheia. Excuse me.
Yeah, slowly but surely, Hjönk Attacc came back into that fight. They had to use a lot of ults to do it though, and they're only going to have that window for the next fight. They may be able to charge a Shatter, but that's about it. On the flip side though, it's going to be pretty much the same, especially with Denny making that switch onto the McCree.
Which we'll see if it's gonna be good for them or not. It looks like Suicide is just holding on to the right side. Another TP? No, you don't. Getting booped, but it seems like they're gonna finally take on over to the battle onto the left side high ground. But the wall misses, and actually it holds him up and it gets him glitched out. As the window goes out, they're just gonna wait it out. Good call. And no picks yet, but damage is surely going on through as as two people are right now away from their team. They're gonna get taken out. Madman being the first one to do that, and it seems like the whole of Antheia are just gonna have to back away and wait for their main tank. as Hjönk are just seeing this as a cleanup opportunity. Just go in, get kills. But Denny has something else in mind, taking out Gamer Talk.
Yeah, just getting that kill onto Gamer Talk is just going to force Hjönk Attacc to concede the ground here and just and reset. But Antheia going to look to push straight
I
up.
don't believe so right here, because it looks like Second Nipple is still looking for that wall, and Antheia are just pushing on to the same point. Oh, as a huge shatter comes on over from behind them, Antheia gets taken out by surprise. Tobia gets killed, but adds up as well. Oh, another good counter shatter. High Noon goes out, doesn't kill anyone because Frenzy has something else in mind as the sound barrier goes out. There's just a lot of brawl going on and a good charge going on to Second Nipple. Looks like the main it looks like the tanks on over from Antheia are having good plans here. Denny with the High Noon and the window doesn't let anybody pass. Bomb goes out. Can Madman hold it? Yes, he can. No, he can't actually. He gets dealt a lot of damage. The Blizzard is huge with the bomb as well, but it isn't in time. As Hjönk have managed to get 6-man back onto the objective. 2 ticks and not as much time as they have.
I think it just like in these sort of neutral fights where ults have already been used and it's sort of like these stagger fights. I think that the advantage that Hjönk have there, they're just winning them, and that's what's able to hold this point. Literally, just these stagger fights, getting the kills they need early.
Yikes! Such a big stagger coming out from the right side. Hjönk managing to find 2 people on from Antheia, just pushing them back way more time. They only have 1 minute left. Let's see what's gonna go down next. What are you expecting? Do you think they're just gonna do the same thing again? Push it over to the high ground.
Yeah, they're gonna try and get this high ground. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get Gamer Talk up there to get the they're trying to get Denny up there to get the value out of it.
Yeah, but look at Second Nipple. He's looking for his Blizzard right here. He's wondering to jump down or not, but Frenzy gets taken out, and that's huge. Not enough. Oh, again, I told you, that Blizzard. That is huge. Gets Madman taken out, and with no tank line up there, the supports are just out in the open as well as the DPS. Yeah, it looks like it's looking pretty bleak. Maybe down to last fight potential for Antheia here to take on the point.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take this to force to at least fight for a draw. If they get, I don't think they're gonna be able to take it with time left on the clock, unfortunately. But they just want to be able to try and get to this round 3 at least.
Indeed, but a huge shatter actually coming out from Madman. How many kills does he get? He gets 2, and a good wall actually blocking out Gamer Talk's High Noon. Bomb goes through as well, finds a double kill onto Frenzy and Tobia. That's it, Hjönk, with really well-timed ults and good plays, manages to hold this point down and take the map.
We've seen it from scrims when Hjönk Attacc have been playing. I've been really impressed with Attacc from Hjönk Attacc. Absolute machine. They've been really able to, every single bomb, doesn't matter if there's an EMP involved, a shatter involved or anything, they always seem to get a kill. And that last bomb we saw to clutch that defense got a double kill and a DMech on the D.Va, and that's all you can ask for from your D.Va player.
Exactly. I feel so cheated out right now. Maddie came here being all nervous, being like, oh, I don't know, we're going to go into the losers bracket. Like, what the hell? You've just won 2 maps. There's absolutely no problems besides like maybe 1 point, right?
I know.
Ah, come on.
I know. It's been an insane performance so far. Anyway, obviously after that map, we are going to be going into a bit of a halftime break. So we got a little bit of time to sort of talk about what's happened so far, what we're looking to see from the remainder of the maps, and yeah. We'll just take a quick ad break. An ad break, though. I know you will love ad breaks, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Yes, stick around. Okay, and we're back, everybody. Well, that was a lot that just happened, wasn't it?
A lot's an understatement. Absolute
Chaos.
understatement.
Absolute chaos, basically. But it was in such a way that I think it was a bit of a controlled chaos. Hjönk Attacc really managed to pick themselves up. They lost like 1 point at the beginning, and they were like, "Oh shit, tryhard mode activated."
Yeah,
I
keep forgetting to change the scoreboard, so that's my bad. That's so we just a bit of a history lesson on today. We were hoping to have like a full team, so like producer and then 2 casters. Unfortunately, couldn't get the team 3 people here, but thankfully to Attacc for coming on and casting with me today, and we were able to put on a show at least. But you do have to bear with me. It's the first time we've done this sort of format, this tournament, and the stream, and making sure that the admins and the teams are all managed properly and everything.
Remember, guys, this is a first for many of us here, as in admin going in production, everything. So basically, that you guys are seeing the games happening is already a miracle enough, right? So everything is going great. Don't worry about it. But we've decided to change up a few things in this break. You won't be hearing me screaming as much anymore. You'll be hearing Heller screaming more.
Yeah, we're gonna try switching roles because I'm not exactly providing too much insights. Not my strength color casting, I'm afraid.
It's fine. Nobody's perfect at all. It's very hard doing color casting as well.
Yeah, but I've now talked up my play-by-play casting, and it would be a shame if I was then terrible at that.
We're expecting great things from you.
Oh no.
There's no pressure at all.
I feel like Genji in your Zen. That's what I feel right
exactly,
now.
exactly. I'm just floating about, kicking you in the butt. Like, do something. Come on.
Oh my word.
Everybody's been playing great, and I guess we can go over what I think, at least in my opinion, happened and what could have been done differently, especially by Antheia here. Like, definitely both of the teams decided to absolutely under no circumstances change that Reinhardt, right? They were playing the Brawl, and they kept on it for both maps. Which I really think, if you were Antheia there, especially on Attacc, you could have changed up. Because at least on Hanamura, it's a map where if you play the same part over and over and over again, if you go right side high ground and just get stuck in that tiny corridor over and over and over again. You saw how many times they got Blizzard from behind, they got Shatter from behind. And I really think that they could have picked themselves back up and kind of just go main, rush on through them, or just even go left side, right? Get a sim TP.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, on that Hanamura game in particular, on that map, there's just a lot of repetitiveness coming in from Antheia. You know, trying the same thing again and expecting a different result. I mean, it's the first son of madness, isn't it? Trying the same thing over again? Or is that, that talking to yourself? I don't know. But needless to say, they needed to change. They needed to change something, and they didn't. They kind of lost out. And the thing is, these teams are so close, and I think the only difference, the visible difference I'm seeing here, is mid-fight. I think when the ults have already been used and picks have been taken. When Hjönk go down like 1 or 2 players, their DPS suddenly turn on and just get the picks and then flip that fight, and that is that grit from the DPS players of Hjönk and playing under that pressure that's just giving them the edge in those last fights on the second point, both on attack and defense.
Right, and I want to prefer by saying the Lucios were kind of DPS in of themselves. Like both Frenzy and Suicide were just, okay, I've turned on speed boost. You guys do your thing. I'ma just go ahead and have a duel with Frenzy. Like they've just been having duels and kind of just going off on their own, Reddit Lucioing, but they've been doing their job, I think. And also, for opinions on what's gonna go down next, I think we're gonna be seeing a hybrid map, most likely King's Row, right? Who doesn't play King's Row in the tournament? Trust me, they always play it.
Yeah, I mean it is hybrid now. I mean I forgot to mention the format when we first started, but we will start with control, then we will go to assault, then into now we're going to go towards our payload maps, so the hybrid maps and the payload map, and then if it's a draw after that, we'll go to a 5th map decider on control. But you know, if there's a draw at any point, which may happen on a hybrid map, it is a 1st to 3 tournament. So if a winner isn't decided after 5 maps, then we would go to a 6th map, and it would just keep rotating around.
Do you really think? I mean, in your opinion, do you really think that Antheia have chances of bringing this one back? Reverse sweep?
I mean, we've just seen how strong Hjönk Attacc's brawl is. They've practiced it. Like, this is all they've played for the last 2-3 weeks, pretty much, since they know that they were doing this tournament. Like, as I said, they're going to try and play brawl on every map, and Antheia have picked King's Row.
Exactly, King's Row, the opportunistic brawl map, right?
Yeah, I just think that Antheia are in the same boat as Hjönk. They're very confident on their brawl, and they don't have something else to switch to when it's not working. And I think that is just costing them a little bit here, because they're struggling in this brawl 1v this brawl brawl match. They need to switch something up.
Indeed. I guess we can go on over to the game and see what's gonna go down. Again, I was saying in the break over here, well, you guys couldn't hear us, that I think I have a bit of a clue why Hjönk are performing so well tonight. They're having an amazing sub-in coach called Hayes Diva, who I know from past experiences is an amazing player. That he really knows what he's doing. So I think they're getting the advice they need, especially Attacc and Attacc.
Yeah, I think that the coach is, you know, having a coach like that on your side. I mean, it's not even their main coach. They have got their substitute coach in today, but unbelievable play from Hjönk, and you love to see it. And it's nice to see their hard work and determination paying off, and being 2-0 up going into halftime. It's going to be really, really cool. And yeah, we're just waiting up for both teams to ready up, and then we'll be going straight into King's Row for the next map. And I need to remember to actually flip the attack and defense thing as well, because I forget to do that.
Yes. But that's not to undermine Antheia's doings. Like, they've been playing to the best of their abilities as well, and I saw a lot of good plays coming out from them, a lot of coordination as well. But it seems like they're getting a bit overwhelmed by the all-in-all just power coming out from Hjönk, right? If you come over here, confident as they were, into a team that they've never played into before, well, they think we're just gonna do our usual stuff and it will work out, right? But this time, sadly, it didn't. So let's see what's gonna go down. We're having the same players, no substitutes yet, no role changes either. And I'm gonna walk you guys through what comps are we gonna see this hybrid King's Row map. Well, running on through it, Madman onto the Reinhardt, Dark back onto the Zarya. As we've seen before, it's a good pick for him. Denny, Tobias taking on their McCree May, which has worked out for them before, but only on that 1 point, so they might want to change it back up to a Pharmacy here, but they are in the defense. Frenzy, Pelgrim still staying on their mirror support lineup. That Lucio Baptiste seems to be working out for both teams right here, as Suicide and Maddie are kind of mirroring that. Attacc and Statica as well, playing their normal Reinhardt Diva, which has been working out amazingly for them. And Gamer talking Second Nipple. Second Nipple deciding to go onto the May here is a very good pick, as this just seems like, again, a mirror of both teams, but just off-tank difference, right? Dark and Statica.
Yeah, now they're going to roll out here, and I just want to see how Hjönk play this. Are they going to try and bait the wall? That's exactly what they're trying to do. They're not going through that choke. They do not want to get the wall, and they are going to take down Madman. Huge pick onto Madman. Gamer Talk takes down by Tabia though, and they are now 5v5, but that is still an advantage. With that main tank, they're going to have that presence that they need, and Antheia have to be very careful not to lose any more on this exit, so they can fight this close.
Right, oh my god, that all went wrong from the beginning. Sadly, I think Madman just held his shield down for a second too late. A second too long, right? And it broke, and he just...
Happens again. Attacc with the beautiful stun from the side there. And Attacc going to come in there and get the kill on. And they need to be careful here now, Antheia. Otherwise, going to have poor spawns and going to have to go all the way back and regroup. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Right, again, Hjönk are just playing so aggressively. It's wonderful to see. Because, you see, they've taken on over the point. They got it perfectly. They went on through that little room and they just pushed on too. They didn't give two craps about what they were going to do next. They just said, we're following Attacc to the very end. We're going to die with him. And they just pushed on through, W'd on through, and it seemed to work out. But it seems like another fight is going to be brewing up here with a lot of ultimates to look forward to, almost 6-on-6.
That's another stun on from Attacc. Beautiful. That's a massive slam from Attacc as well. They have to invest the May freeze as well, and they're not really going to get much out of it. But Attacc still pushing up, but Madman with a fire straight through window is going to take down 2, and now Hjönk are going to get derailed.
That was insane. The coordination coming on from Antheia as well. I think they're getting a bit scared over here. They used 3 ultimates there, but they almost have it back again. That's insane. And also, a bit of a bad play coming on from Hjönk. They were playing so aggressively, they kind of forgot to push the payload. So, I guess that's just how it goes, but they should keep a bit more of an eye out for that payload to actually.
They're making a rotation here. Are they going to be ready for it? Antheia have spotted it, but they're rotating all the way around. But they're going all the way up to high ground. They're going to drop down from window, I think.
Ooh, this might be a smart play if they're using Gamertalk's High Noon here.
That's exactly
what
they're using.
Are. Oh my god,
But Denny beautiful play from Denny, getting to take that down. Wall comes up as well to block it. Second nipple though, going to take down Frenzy, and this is still a pretty even fight. Hjönk Attacc now just sort of waiting out though.
Yeah, I wonder why. They definitely have the upper advantage here. They could just push on down like they're doing right now. They were waiting for that wall.
Yeah, they got through. They got through the main wall. No one actually getting caught off there. And Estatica with the eat on the freeze. That's a huge eat from Estatica. We've seen that a few times from them. But here we go again. Denny with the Deadeye going to take down Gamertalc. Suicide though taking down Madman. Second nipple taking down Dark Fox. And this is a huge, huge uphill battle now for Antheia. There's Joe's Pelgrim, and they're just gonna have to get out.
Yeah, it just turns into ultimate watch. Once you have all those ultimates, you don't coordinate well enough with your team, and you're just like, I'm gonna have to do this myself and just press Q, right? But that just made Antheia waste like 4 of their ultimates in a losing battle against. I guess Hjönk are kind of wary of the same thing, where they used a lot of ultimates themselves. I think 4 of them as well. And again, nobody's pushing that payload.
That fire strike from Attacc gonna judge up that. Oh, there's the grab. Grabs God. 4. It's a huge grab. Beat comes down as well, though. Is it gonna be enough?
It looks like it. As that blizzard was used perfectly defensively. Second nipple decided we're getting grabbed. We need to save this somehow. He pulled up the wall and then decided to blizzard. That was really, really well played of him.
Yeah, second nipple and Gamertalc, the 2 newest additions to their roster, just really coming alive today.
They are indeed, and another amazing wall coming out. As Madman is kind of blocked, he gets to block it.
Oh, here comes the freeze though, coming in from Tavaya this time.
So many ults being used here when the fight is already over, just for cleanup. Madman shouldn't have wasted that shatter, but oh well.
I mean, they're doing a very good job holding here, Antheia.
They are indeed, but it looks like Hjönk just don't know when to regroup, and they really need to find that opening pick there. I think they're waiting on Gamertalc or second nipple to get that wall or get a pick to actually push in. But Denny with the ultimate might just save the day. Let's see.
Oh, it's a huge slam, gets down Mailman, but there's a Deadeye in the back, doesn't find anything. It's a very nice immortality field coming down, saving the team. And now with the Mei wall, Hjönk Attacc able to finish up.
Indeed, Attacc just swinging on around, taking both of the tanks down. Denny as well.
Suicide actually doing a really big brain play there. Actually body blocking Gamertalc, who got frozen by the Mei. Very, very well played by the Lucio player. And now Hjönk Attacc will be able to cap this onto second.
They will indeed, and it looks like there's a lot of just cleaning up and struggling to get out because Hjönk are playing so aggressively. They're kind of taking on Antheia, who are clearly not used to going up against teams that are playing this dominantly, right? With so many ults as well online coming on from a Hjönk, almost 6 of them, except Aesthetica perhaps. It's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna go down.
Yeah, they've used the window early though, Antheia, trying to get damage in early. But there's the Mayo coming in now from second nipple. They use the Deadeye as well. They do get the kills needed. Nothing from the Deadeye though. Denny taking down Attacc, denying that. But still, the kills are coming in from Attacc and Attacc, that tank line.
Oh, but Denny getting onto the back, countering everything, and just doing a lot of damage, taking on 2 people with the help of Tobia.
Yeah, Tobia there just popped off. I mean,
I just want to say that what I saw was completely out of this world because Attacc went in, right? He went in aggressively as he always did, but then he got Blizzard, he got Shattered, and while he was in a Lucio sound barrier, he died instantly. That's how much damage was outputted by Hjönk.
And he goes down again to Tobia, and they get both immortality fields used here, but the window coming through as well from Hjönk is just going to help get a bit of damage in. Game the top, coming alive with 2 kills straight off the bat. Madman not able to connect with that shatter, does launch it down, and second nipple using that ice block wisely there just to try and stay alive. Suicide though getting caught out by Madman, getting a bit too close for comfort with that Rhine, and down comes the grab. Does only connect with 2 though, but should be able to get a kill off the back of that. They aren't able to get the kill until they use the window as well.
That is huge!
The bomb over the top by Aesthetica. Again, that Diva play from Aesthetica is just out of this world. Unbelievable play from them today.
Oh no, poor Madman, they're getting taken off the map. Wow. A lot happened there, and I think a lot went down to individual skill. Like, again, the bomb, the high noons, everything was going on so fast, so many ultimates were being farmed. You never knew where to look.
Initiating match.
Well played by both teams. What'd you think of what happened there at the end of the fight? 16 seconds left.
16 seconds left. I mean, they've got time on the clock. That's what Hjönk will be looking at. They've got time on the clock here. Antheia, you know, 16 seconds. That's not a lot of time on the clock. So it's sort of a 50-50 really. This sort of match. It really depends on how quickly Antheia can take second point, because that's really where Hjönk Attacc got held up the most.
Indeed, excuse me. Looks like Tobia is finally gonna switch it up and go for the Genji. With that grab, it might be the right play. Oh, no, never mind. I spoke to him. Excuse me. We're seeing the same mirror comp going in played. And honestly, even though it's a mirror comp, the playstyles are very different, right? Hjönk are just liking to play very aggressively, very out there, going in, sometimes even foregoing the payload.
Yeah, I mean, this is the difference. Like, you can see, like, Dark Fox on the Zarya instead of the Diva.
Well, yeah, but that's only one character, right? You shouldn't be expecting that much out of just Zarya instead of the Diva.
I mean, the Diva really has the advantage in this matchup, and that adds up taking out to fire. That's a huge pick as well, and Antheia just gonna have to come back, and they're just trying to charge ultimates here, trying not to lose anyone else, and Madman going a bit too deep and gets caught out, gets taken down.
The Immortality Field couldn't save that one fast enough, and it seems like Attacc again. As I said before, Hjönk are just playing this very aggressively and very smartly as well. They see that they're caught in the open, they'll go back and regroup. Let's see what's gonna go down next. No ultimates online yet, but Madman and Attacc sure are gonna go out.
Oh, there you go. Window used. They're just going to have to come all the way back, and that's a huge slam from Attacc! It's massive! It's absolutely enormous! Getting a 6-man off the back of that, but Attacc does go down, and that's actually going to give them a chance, Antheia. If they're quick, they can come on to point.
That was so insane. Well played by Attacc. Holy hell. I didn't expect that. I thought Madman was gonna block it, but it appears not, and a good wall here as well.
Mad gets taken down early. They pushed in a bit too fast with their Rhine and got walled off, and now they're going to have to back up that advantage that they had by taking down Attacc from that fight.
Oh no.
Not going to be enough.
Poor Frenzy got stuck in a corner. He couldn't get out. He was body blocked by the Reinhardt, who was just swinging about. And we're looking at 3 ultimates from both sides. Actually, Denny coming up with his 4th, gonna help out his team, but we'll see how they use them.
Another good use of the Mei wall from second nipple, but wasn't able to catch anyone here. But it's going to deny a little bit of the damage from that window, but still. It does give Antheia now through the choke point. They don't have to worry about that Mei wall as much now. Attacc though, getting a bit caught out, separated.
That was such a huge shot, shot and grab, but the counter coming in from Hjönk.
Attacc counter is the answer. That just like absolute shots fired from Attacc just takes out 3 and turns the fight again. We've seen it so many times now from Attacc and second nipple, where they just turn a fight that was lost.
I want to emphasize that he's the tryout. He's definitely getting into a team, right? Oh my god, Attacc playing so aggressively.
He does it again. This time only gets 3, but he does take down Denny, and that's going to be enough. And Mei of second nipple though, getting a bit caught out, does have that ice block ability that's going to help keep them alive. And Hjönk pushing so deep into this. They're chasing every kill.
Oh my god, this is a complete rollout coming on from Hjönk. Who could have expected this? They're playing so aggressively and Antheia doesn't know what to do. They're a bit flustered here, but they have so many ultimates. They should just press Q onto the point right here. They have no other choice. Second nipple still looking for that Mei wall. Doesn't get it off.
Oh, the Mei ult coming in though from Hjönk Attacc. Does catch a couple, and they get the kills they need as well. And that's 3 down now. And it's going to be a stagger now for Antheia.
Let's see if we're going to go on into overtime, or are we just going to leave it here and give Hjönk the win? Wow. What a game.
They're going to have to push up though. They're going to fight this. The Mei wall though is going to deny them some time. Darkovox getting straight onto point. Slam comes down from Attacc, and they're going to connect and follow up with that as well. But the rest of the team from Antheia are going to get onto point.
Oh my god. Statico was such a big player there. He ate the blizzard.
Again, I was seeing so much from Statica with the big eats, the big bombs. Honestly, Statica on Diva is scary.
It is very scary, but what's also scary is that Hjönk Attacc just went 3-0 against them. And they played so well, Antheia. Wow. Talk about a match. Talk about an opening match, right? Damn.
I'm lost for words, honestly.
Right?
Absolutely insane plays.
This was insane, and you guys got the prediction right. I can't believe it.
Oh my word, I've got to do that. Here we go. I'll give you all your points.
Exactly, Hjönk with the 3-0 cleanup. Sadly, Antheia couldn't perform as well as Hjönk, and they managed to pull it back around. But so many MVPs coming out from Hjönk. I'm not even amazed by it. Like honestly, I think their whole team, every player in their team, played amazingly.
Absolutely,
they were MVPs all around.
Absolutely. I mean, there's stuff to take away here from the team. You know, from Antheia. Sorry.
Yeah.
They had some points of pure brilliance, especially on their 0 to hero on Li Zhang on first point.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they have a strong team, and I think that they can go further and you know, much further in this tournament than they have. And obviously, dropping down into the losers bracket, it's gonna give
them a chance to redemption themselves, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have that redemption run in the losers bracket that they're gonna be able to go and push for. But it's gonna be a long, hard road to get to the finals from dropping down to the losers bracket so soon. But it's not the end of the world. It's
definitely not. And with the players that they have, I think they're gonna go do a good job. in that losers bracket. But Hjönk fighting on to Exiled Knights. I'm really excited for next match. Oh god, am I excited for Exiled versus Hjönk. Seeing as so many good new players coming out from Hjönk and the #1 seed Exiled, it's gonna be a wild ride, that one as well. Oh my god, and don't even get me started on Adds Up Shatters, the Statica Bombs. Oh,
Oh my god.
so much happened. So much. This VOD should be replayed, and watched over too. Especially for both the teams to look on over and what they did right and what they did wrong. Rotations were amazing as well for coming out from both teams, especially Hjönk with their aggressive playstyle.
Absolutely. And we're just gonna take a short break here. I mean, we all need to just take a minute, take it all
Take
in,
a breather.
take a breather, take it all in, understand what's just happened, and we're gonna be able to set up the interviews as well, the post-match
Yes.
interviews. So
Yes.
we'll catch
GG's
you.
all round, and we'll catch you later.
We'll
Right?
catch you in a few seconds. Yeah.
Oh my. And welcome back, everybody. Gosh, that was a game, wasn't it, Heller? uh,
It was an insane game. Sorry, the music stopped.
Yes, the music finally stopped.
There we go. I've turned the music back on. I'm sorry. Right, go again. Go again.
Alright, well, again, welcome back, everybody. Such an intense game. Such an intense 3 games, actually. Honestly, even at the beginning, and actually at the end as well, I had high hopes for Antheia, and I still have high hopes for Antheia. I thought they had all the chances they needed to win. But so much individual skill was shown out from Hjönk that just blew me away. How are these guys plat, right?
I mean, that's why I love casting these games, right? You're like, oh, gold games, plat games. That's, you know, it's not like watching OWL, but I find it far more exciting because you have no idea what's gonna happen. While there's an OWL,
Exactly.
you have an idea. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the good stuff. But anyway, we're gonna have our interviews now. We're gonna get Nick Hu, otherwise known as Second Nipple, and this is where I've just pranked myself, and that's not who it is, but I'm pretty sure Nick Hu, Second Nipple, coming in from
We'll find out, won't we?
coming in from Hjönk Attacc for a post-match interview.
Indeed, let's see him here.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
How are you doing, Nick Hu?
I'm all right. You can just call me Nick if you want.
Sure. You were playing as Second Nipple, right?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Oh my god, did you pop off?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Did
I thought
you
it was more
pop off?
McCree though.
Your whole team popped off, actually. Everyone in your
Yeah,
team just absolutely demolished. Adds up with the Shatters, the Diva
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
played you played an amazing Symmetra at the beginning as well, but your mate was also very nice.
Thank
you
you.
got you got so many good walls up.
Yeah, I thought Addy played really well today. Really
Mhm.
well. The Shatters were really good. It was just an all-round really good team performance. I don't think anyone on the team really outdid anyone else. I thought it was just like all-round everyone did
Yeah,
really
exactly.
good.
What do you think of the enemy team?
I mean, I thought the enemy team were really strong. I mean, props to them. They came out like all guns blazing. You know, that first point on Li Zhang, where they completely wiped us away. I thought this is, you know, I thought to myself, oh my god, okay, this is going to be one of those where we just lose every game. But no, we managed to draw it back. But I thought they played really well, and I was just chatting to the other guy in the waiting room, and props to them big time. They played really well.
Do you think the emotional speech Hayes gave you at the beginning kind of saved you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I was definitely not making a cup of tea at the time, but yeah, definitely, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
the truth will come out.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, no, it was a good match, really good match, good fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've got another question for you.
Mhm.
So, you won your first match 3-0, right?
Yep.
How are you feeling going against the #1 seed in your next match?
Well, looking at the seedings, we're quite low down. So, you know, we're not expecting too much, really. At least I'm not anyway. I know the other guys probably go away feeling really high from this, but I think we just need to keep our heads kind of where they should be. And you know, there is still a chance to be humbled by the #1 seed. So if we get anything from that, I will be really happy. And if we don't, then that'll just prove why they're #1 in the rankings.
Well, we never know. We haven't seen them play yet, so don't get your hopes too low.
Yeah, true, very true.
Well, we'll see you next week, actually, for your game. I think you're game #1 next week as well, so we'll be seeing you on Friday again next week.
Yeah, top card, yeah.
Top of the bracket, that's what happens. Although we might switch it around just so everyone gets a chance at being on the Friday and what have you, but
Yeah.
We'll see.
we will see. I see Proxy in chat just sharing all the merch for it. So for those Hjönk fans in chat, there is Hjönk merch available from the Spreadshirt shop. You can access it from !merch command in chat as well. And yeah, thank you Nick for joining us. It's been great to have you on, and we're really excited to see you going against Exiled Knights next week.
Thanks for having me. Cheers, guys.
Indeed. Cheers. Well played, GG's.
Yeah.
The other guy left the waiting room.
Aww. Well,
Oh no, Kenti.
I still think that, yeah, I have no words. This game completely blew me away, and it was a lot of fun too. It was a lot of fun too as well. Even just watching it, I hope everybody that was in chat today enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah, I mean, I had such a blast, and to see this many of you show up to watch it was just incredible. And we're really looking forward to future games, and I just can't wait to see the final, because that's going to be an absolute game and a half, that final match. In
Yeah,
6
but that's
weeks'
a
time.
long way. That's a long way away. We just barely started the tournament, Heller.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right, so I'm gonna get Kenty in now.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
How are you feeling, Kenty? What you doing?
I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I feel like we played pretty well.
Did you have fun?
Huh?
Did you have fun?
Yeah. We enjoyed it.
So, Kenty, who did you play for Antheia?
I was playing Lucia.
Oh, great. So you were the one having those 1v1s with the enemy, Lucy, weren't you?
Yeah, man. Losing mostly, but we don't talk about it.
Look, you did well for your team. Those sound bearers saved your team many times.
Yeah, man. It's kind of the job. Get the job done.
What do you think of your whole team in general?
I'm very proud about how we played, and I feel like the score doesn't fully reflect how we played. Obviously, we could have played better, hence why we lost. But you know, I'm happy with it, and I feel like we can do pretty well in the losers bracket.
Right. You guys, did you think that there was something wrong with your communication, all in all, or did you just didn't have the best of your days today?
Yeah, no, I feel like our communication was pretty good. I think it was actually more of our in-game play, but you know, it is what it is. You know, it happens.
True. What about the enemy team? What do you think of them?
I think they all played really well. I think, you know, we really struggled to keep up, and their brawl is very strong. Right. You know, we had to bring out our best game to even try and contest it, and clearly we didn't do a very good job.
That was a question I had, is like, you kept trying to force this brawl. You lost 2 maps against their brawl. It was just an insane force to be reckoned with, their brawl. They were playing brawl, Lijiang Garden sort of thing, as were you. But what made you decide to pick King's Row? I'm assuming that you guys play a lot of brawl, and that's probably why you play it. But
yeah,
do you not have like a second composition that you could have pulled out the bag as more of a surprise composition?
Yeah, well, okay, so our second comp is more of a double bubble comp, which I wouldn't say we're as strong on. We're very, very strong. Well, I wouldn't say we're very strong on the brawl, but it's definitely our better comp. So that was the inspiration behind King's Row, because I feel like our first 2 maps were a bit messy, especially like comps wise, and we definitely cleaned that up on the King's Row. I feel like King's Row was our best map. King's Row defense we did really well, I think.
Yes.
I am really curious. Yeah, sorry, interrupted you.
Oh, okay. All right. So that double bubble comp, we don't bring it out too much unless we're being absolutely rolled on the brawl, which I guess we were, but I wasn't too confident in it. So.
Yeah, I do have a question. Who was your shot caller, like your target caller especially?
Me.
You were the target caller and the shot caller?
Yeah, I was target caller and IGL.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you were just kind of getting away a bit from your team, kind of getting a bigger picture and then trying to tell them what to do.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. That's also known as feeding, but you know.
Well, I don't think that.
It's interesting that you have the Lucio at the in-game caller, and more importantly, like the IGL, like, yeah, you see it from time to time. But in terms of like a shot caller, like target caller, you normally would expect, especially the brawl comp, the Rhine to be doing that. So obviously it's something you guys have adapted to do. But what was the reasoning behind it?
So it was our main tank, but we were struggling with comms, and it just kind of wasn't working out. And I suggested, you know, I can get a bird's eye view. I can see where everyone is. So that's kind of why the IGL comes in. You know, I can plan based off where they are. We can ult track. I can see what they are.
And when did this change happen? Like what map?
I would say maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Not that long ago.
Oh, so this IGL happened a long time ago. I thought you just today.
I've been on IGL for a while, but target calls reasonably new. So like 2 to 3 weeks, I've been target calling. And yeah, I feel like the Lucio's nice because you can, like, you know, I say speeding on BAP, speeding on Ryan, moving Ryan forward now. You know, stuff like that.
Well, it was very nice seeing you play, and I hope you guys do the best in the losers bracket. I think you guys have quite good chances on pushing on through the losers bracket as well.
Yeah,
And,
you're playing the loser of Game 7, so you guys won't be playing for a couple of weeks, because you'll have to wait for winners round 2. But it'll be the winner of round 1 and gold pack, which happens on Sunday. They play Fire, the winner of that. So it'll be the winner of that you the loser of that game that you'll be playing.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. We'll show the bracket as well, so everyone can see what we mean. But yeah, so are you gonna follow those games like with a close eye and see if you can get a bit of a read on those teams?
Yeah, we've been following some previous games pretty decently, seeing what maps they're good at, which clearly we didn't do very well. But yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on the streams, you know, tuning in, seeing how they play.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us, and hope you had fun fighting Hjönk.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so
for your
much.
team as well.
Thank you.
Cool.
And
Well then.
as promised, shall we go to the bracket view?
Yes.
Alright, let's have a look at that bracket again now.
Well then. Now, well, that's gonna be a very interesting match, Exiled versus Hjönk, and even though Antheia got onto the losers round, I really come into this thinking that every team is a good team, so I don't think they are gonna have a bad chance of reaching that that finals if they really put their mind to it. Yep. Pal Punto. Yeah. As unforgiving. I guess. Well then, I guess if you don't necessarily have something else to say to everybody watching.
Well, I've only got to say thank you for tuning in, and a massive thank you to Attacc for coming in to co-cast today. Thank you to Johnny Scrims for putting us in contact as well. It's been an absolute pleasure casting with you, and
Thank you, the same.
please do make sure that you follow Attacc on Twitch. Obviously, it's twitch.tv/AttacrEC_. Go give a follow to there as well. And we look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow for our next game. And
Indeed we are. Thank you for having me, and I guess that's been it. See you guys next time.
see you all soon.
Bye-bye.